Cheers, everyone. Welcome back to another beer review. And I think this is the first one on the channel. We have got a cold IPA. Not familiar with this style. Cold IPA apparently is a beer basically fermented at a lower than normal temperature. So we're off to Camden Town Brewery, and we've got a beer which I think this was in Sainsbury. I think this was Sainsbury's. And it's a can of their chili. Cold IPA clocking at 6% ABV. There's the back side. It says, God, get me bloody glasses on. The malt is mosaic, quite, hang on. Let's go for the hops. Pilsner, flaked whites, and wheat. I think they got their. You know what? They got their label round the wrong way here. I think the hops. I think they got the malt and the hops mixed up. I know they have. The hops are mosaic cryo, talus, and chinook. The malts are Pilsner, flake rice, wheat, yeast is house lager yeast. House lager yeast, because when you brew a lager, it's at a lower temperature as well. Fancy a cold one, who doesn't? But the cold in this IPA isn't serving temperature. Apparently it's 5 to 7 degrees on this. It's a new hybrid style brewed with lager yeast, but at a warmer temperature. Flake rice for crisp. Warmer temperature for the lager yeast, but lower temperature for a normal standard IPA. It says what we got: a warmer temperature, flake rice for crispy boy refreshment. Says wheat from haze and mouthfeel, and New World hops for big fruity flavours. So New World hops. So let's crack it open, shall we? First cold IPA. I think we'll just whack it in the glass like we do. This was, I think, about $2.50 in Sainsbury. I think it was $2.50. I've had it over there for a while, to be honest. I haven't really, when I buy a load of beer, it usually lasts me a while. So, as you can see by looking at it already, for me, it doesn't look like a normal IPA should, because it looks very. There is a slight haziness to this, but to me, it does have this lagery look about it. It's got a fluffy white head flopping down. Aroma, you do pick up the citrus from the hops, a slight hint of grassiness from the hops, lemongrass from the hops. It does smell decent. It smells fresh. I'm going to go in. Cheers. I don't know if it's me, but the way they brewed this, it does put more emphasis on the hoppy notes of the beer for me. I don't know, it just feels like the hop taste notes are a little bit stripped back and a little bit more rawer in a way. It's very piney, lemony, grassy. It drinks. It does drink very, very easy. It's got lager yeast in. It's got, lagers are pretty drinkable stuff, aren't they? Lagers. There is a very much a nice drinkability factor around this beer for me. But yeah, like I say, very citrusy, very piney. I wouldn't say it's overtly bitter. I don't think it's that bitter. There's a nice lemon rind bitterness towards the back end, but it's just, you know, the actual body of the beer itself, it's just got this very much a drinkability factor with a lot of hoppy notes. I actually quite like it. It's not a bad beer, to be honest. Um, but I don't know if it's just me palate, but for me, it doesn't feel that bitter, but I think to some people it would. I can see this dividing opinion, definitely. I can see this certain style definitely dividing opinion. I think some people will hate it. As this is my first cold one, let's see how the style develops. Whether or not you get absolutely sick of them in about a year's time because the supermarkets are flooded with them. A bit like the New England IPAs. So for me, at the moment, for the style, the beer itself, I quite like it. Gets a thumbs up. The style at the moment gets a thumbs up, but I could be different by the end of the year if there's a shitload of them. So Camden Town Brewery, the Canada Chili. Give it a go. Tell me what you think. Tell me, if what you think of cold IPAs. I'm on the fence at the moment. I'll be honest. I like them at the moment, but like anything new, you can pretty much get pretty pissed off of it by if you've had about too many of them throughout the year, whatever. Thank you very much for watching this one. Please subscribe, murder me in the comments. See all of you again on another beer review. In the meantime, look after yourselves. Bip bip.